Welcome back, guys. This is Richard from Productivv Academy, and in the last video of our Flutter tutorial we saw how do you create lists and display this list in a to-do list app. Now we are going to add another parameter to our list. So what is that parameter? We are going to add a deadline to our list, the date which this task should be completed by. For example, do some push-ups, in which date should I complete it by? So I'm going to add some parameters to my list. So how am I gonna do that? I need to create a class for that. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create a class and we're going to make a list of that class. Well, I hope you get a better understanding of what I'm saying once you actually run through the video. So let's begin. First, what we'll do is, you have this code we did in the last video, and I've made some changes to our code. The first one is I just changed this return statement into this equal to and the arrow mark. It's fine, it will work with the return statement as well, but as you saw in Dart, we can actually change our return statement into this so that our function looks more smaller. And then I also removed the font weight parameter and nothing else was changed. I removed the curly braces because once you give this one, you need to remove the curly braces. So if you want to type this line, take a look and type it out. Just change that line, and all other things stays the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new class. So to creating a new class, what the first step is, go to your project, which is this folder. Go to your project folder, and if it shows as loading or something, click on here and select project. Then this one would be loaded for you, and I hope you will be displayed with something like this. Click on the app name. For here, my app name is Flutter app to-do list tut. So what I'm going to do is I'm clicking the app name, and below lib we have our main dot. This is our dot file. I'm going to create another dot file here. So what I'm going to do is I'll click on lib, right click, lib, right click, and I'll say new dot file. I'm going to call this file tasks. So I've created a new dot file called task.dot. So that's it. Now we are going to create a class inside this dot file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a class of tasks. So I'll say class tasks. And here what I'll say is I'll create two new variables. I'll say string text, which will be the text of our task, and the next variable will be string date, which will be the deadline of a task. So I'm going to create two parameters. You can have as many parameters as you like, but for now I'm going to create two parameters, text and date, the text of a task and the deadline of a task. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new method here. I'll call it as task to assign those variables accordingly. So I'm going to, inside here, I'll say string of text. I'm going to pass two things, string of text, comma, string of date. So these both things will be passed in string, and then what I'm going to do is this dot text equals text, and again this dot date equals date. So if you have been familiar with OOPS or object-oriented programming, this would be quite obvious to you, but I'll explain it to you. What this line does is, this dot text and this dot date, what these lines does is, it's going to declare for the text you are declaring, for the text you are giving. So this is the text of this particular class, this is the date of this particular class. That is what we are exactly defining. For example, if you want to create a class here, you can say tasks of I'll say do workout, comma, and the date would be 22/7, so which is in month / date. So this will be the date. So this is how you would and also you can also say like tasks, new task equals So this is how you would create a task right now. You would you would say task, which is basically this data type, and then we'll say create a variable new task, and then create a object of this class task. Do workout is the text one, which is the string text, and then or date, string date would be passed. And there is also, we can also pass named parameters, named arguments. How to do that is, you can just select this and click on curly braces. So this is now embedded in curly braces. Now what we can do is, you need to do named parameters. Here you can say text is do workout, and the date is, we need to name each of the parameters we are specifying. So an advantage of this method is, you can give in any order you like. You can give the date first and the text next. If you want to do, you can give the date first and the text next. It will work fine. And similarly, you can also give the text first and date next. And also there's another advantages. You don't have to give these two lines. You could delete these two lines and these as well, these curly braces as well. And instead of string of text, you can say dis of text, and instead of string of data, string of date, I could say I could say this of date. So this function, this code and the previous code was doing the same thing. Literally, it assigned the text to that object's text and the date to the object's date. So I'll just remove this right now and give a semicolon. I guess what I did was right until now. Now I'll save it. Yeah, and I need to give a semicolon over here. Yeah, now this should work fine. So we created a class called task.dot. Now we are going to use this class in our main.dot file. So how to use this class? You can just import it by saying import tasks.dart. That's all you need to do. Then what you'll do is, below the list, we're going to make it as task objects. Each list will be a task object. So how do I do it? I can just say tasks of text. Here text will go over here, and here you can give the date. The date will go over here. I can just say it 22/7. Yeah, so that will go over here and the text will go over there. And why is it giving me an error still? Because first I didn't change these things, and the next one is, it is defined as a data type string. So it's not a data type string, it's a data type tasks, because task is the class, right? So it's in the under the data type task. Now it won't show me an error. Now what we'll do is, we'll create similarly two other tasks. I'll just say, I'll paste this. So we'll create two other tasks with different deadlines. Cut this and I'll put it here, and the deadline I'll set it as 26 probably. Okay, and I'll also cut this one, and I'll put it here, and I'll set the deadline as 9th month and 12. All right, great. Now I'll just save this, and then what I'll do is, I need to change something in this part as well, because earlier we only add one variable, we only had one parameter inside. It will just print the text when I gave t in the map function. It will only print the text because it had nothing else. But now we have a text and a date. How do we make our text statement print both of it? So as you know, inside a variable, inside a print statement, how do you print a variable is, first I'll just define it inside single quotes. And here what we'll do is, we'll open a flower bracket before a dollar symbol, and then we'll say t.text. In this place our text will be printed. Similarly, if you want to print our date, we can say the dollar symbol and a flower bracket and then say t.date. Now it should print right away. It should print good. It should work right away. So I'll just save this and see how it works. Okay, so it's showing me an error, so I should probably reload it, because the app should be recreated, the widget should be recreated. So I'll just reload it, and the text size is a little big. You can change it as 25, because 30 was a little bit for my screen when I was testing. So I'll just save this one, and then I'll reload it. Yeah, and yeah, I'm performing hard restart. Awesome, we got our results here. So do some push-ups, which is the yeah, I'll just go there and let's see it right away. Do some push-up, which is the first task and the date of the task, the second task and the date of the task, third task and the date of the task. So it's working perfectly. So now we got 2 parameters for the task. You can add as many parameters you like. Since it's just a to-do list, I just added 2 parameters, like the name of the task and the date of the task. And in the future videos, what we'll do is we'll try to remove this task. We'll learn how to add new task manually by the user. You need to add task from this app, right? So we'll learn how to do that, and we'll also learn how to delete tasks from our app. So we'll learn both of it. All right, so I'll see you in the next video. I hope you understood what I told in this video. We saw about classes and how to declare tasks in classes, and then we imported our classes into this main.dot file, and then we used the task class, and then we created 3 objects of the class. So if you do have any doubts regarding this video, please leave them in the comment section. I'll reply each and every one of your comments. And if you did like this video, please leave a like. It would be very helpful for me. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.